Are you a person who's looking for a bank loan or maybe trying to get a project greenlit? Well, if you are, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to talk about how to create a business case step by step. And in my blog, the link will be below. I'll give you a free downloadable to my template, a free downloadable to my AI prompts, and more. You'll find everything in that blog. Now, let's get started with business case step by step. First of all, what is a business case? It's essentially a document to justify the use of resources, generally money, staff, equipment, and also opportunity costs for the company. Because if a company or organization or a bank manager chooses to do this, they can't do that. Resources are limited. Who wins has the best winning business case, the best idea, and the best project. 5 things you need to do for a business case. And actually, the 5th one is really a bonus, so stay till the end. The first thing is prepare your executive summary. People got no time to read long documents, so make it sharp, make it concise, and make it clear what you want. Tell them what you need from them and what they're going to give to you to make it happen. That's generally a 1-page form that lays out the information I'm going to show you now at a glance. What's your elevator pitch? This is the simple version of what your project's meant to do. What are the challenges? In other words, what are the market challenges, the challenges facing you as a business owner or your organization if you're a project manager? Go through the solution. Highlight the simple points that this solution will answer in terms of those challenges. Are there alternatives? And what do those alternatives look like? The benefits of choosing your option. And then finally, key stakeholders. This is important because you need to know who the deciders are. Now, that may not be enough to make a decision, but it's enough to get the conversation started. They know what you're talking about, what the business impact is, and how you're going to move forward, what you're going to try to accomplish on your project. But they do need to know more. Analyzing the business impact. This is the investment versus the ROI. Investment is the resources, time, materials, staff they give to you to do the project or create your own business. And then the ROI is their return on investment. You might see this if you've ever watched Shark Tank or Dragon's Den. They need to know what their return is on their investment in you. So understanding how to put that very clearly is what this next page of your business case is all about. You're going to show them what the return on investment is going to be, over how long, what the growth is going to be in your business, and then a business case summary that actually details those numbers. So you also want to show not just the hard data, but changes to the business that may take years to actually become economic value, but then you can track those KPIs right away. Next, you need to make sure that they can see your eyes are open. You need to talk about the critical success factors. Those are the things that have to go right in order for the project to go well. You also want to talk about governance and oversight. You're talking to the people who are going to be governance and oversight, so make sure to mention how you're going to interact with them in the future to make sure your project stays on track. Highlight, not detail, the risk and risk mitigation plan and also assumptions and estimations you've made during your calculations. They need to know what things you're worried about, what could go wrong, where project failure could lie, and how you're going to avoid those problems. Now that you've looked at the business impact, they can understand that you get market conditions, competitive landscape, internal projects that compete with your own, departments that need to supply you staff at their detriment potentially, so you need to figure out how you're going to make that work. You need to talk about any high-level risk that you need to manage that they might know about. Even if you think it's not important, if they think it's important, talk about it. Next, you need to show the data that qualifies the information you've already given. You need to show financial projections and cash flow, and I've done so on this chart here. Go out a number of years beyond where your project will end so they can see the long-term impact of cash flow and revenue after your project's complete. You also need to break down all the costs so they are traceable, trackable, and can be detailed in your more detailed budget later. And in my blog, I tell you all about these kinds of costs and what to look for, the hidden costs people don't know about. If I have a very risk-averse user group, I might talk more about my key assumptions and the risk mitigation. I might do that if I understand there's been some issues with project failures in the past, or I want to show them that their worries are taken care of. You might need to do more on the project planning, on the resource staffing, or something else. It's about your project and what will be the stumbling block or the reasons that your project succeeds that you want to detail in your business case. Now, your business case isn't your charter or your full toolkit of all of the logs and forms you need to have to manage your project. That's the project toolkit. And if you want to know more about that, check out this video and also get my free downloadable to run a project. Talk about the approach you're going to use for the project, whether it's going to be agile, hybrid, or waterfall, whether you're going to be doing this in a phased approach or at a big bang. You need to document how they can expect to see the project take shape, how your project will go through its stage gates or approval gates. And lastly, all of this may seem overwhelming, but AI is here to help you. And I'm giving you this card to help you understand what a good AI prompt would look like to help you build a business case. I know it seems like a lot of words, but in fact, if you just copy what I've said here and add your own bit to the project, then you are going to be ready to use AI to fast track this process. And lastly, related to AI, I have some do's and some don'ts. These do's and don'ts will help you make sure you're not going to be getting in trouble with your company because you're sharing confidential information on a public platform. You never want to do that. And also help you figure out ways to best interact with AI to get a result you can share with confidence and make sure it's being validated before review. Lots of stories going around the internet right now about how someone just took something off of AI, reused it, and they were completely wrong. So how to get started? You can check out my blog and get access to everything you need, or you can watch this video. I hope you found this information valuable. I appreciate your time today, and I hope to see you next time on ProjectSkillsMentor.com. Bye-bye, everybody.